Now here's what religion whispers to us. Religion and works whisper to us. The Jewish mindset whispered to these Galatians and to Paul, if you will just give a little bit more, if you will do a little bit more, if you serve a little bit more, if you will just show up on more, if you will memorize more, if you'll sing more, God will love you more. But that's not true. Because God's not going to love the future version of you more than He already does. Because He loves you so much already. Pete Wilson points out that every generation and every culture has their own thing that they tried to add to the gospel. Here, Paul is writing because the Galatians were trying to add the Jewish rite of circumcision to the gospel. You need Jesus and you need to be circumcised, then you have salvation. They were trying to add the Jewish holidays and the Jewish feast to the gospel. If you have Jesus and you also follow these Jewish religious holy days, then you're good with Christ. Jesus, that's great, that's good. You need Jesus, but if you add this stuff to it, it's even better. It's like Jesus plus. And Paul is writing to them because that doesn't work. And today, that's not a struggle for us. But there are other things that are a struggle for us. In our culture today, it's if you have Jesus and you've been immersed in water, then you're saved. If you've got Jesus and you've spoken in tongues, well, then you're saved. If you have Jesus and you give a big donation, then you're saved. If you have Jesus and you vote for our political party, then you're saved and you're right with God. If you have Jesus and you're a member of our church, then you're on your way to heaven. If you have Jesus and you dress like me, then you're on your way to heaven. If you have Jesus and you listen and worship with the same style of music as me, then you're on your way to heaven. If you have Jesus and you read only the King James Version of the Bible, then you're on your way to heaven. And people will say, oh, Pastor Dan, I would never say that. Okay, well, maybe you'd say, Jesus plus circumcision will mean favor and blessing. Jesus plus financial donation means favor and blessing. Jesus plus standards is favor and blessing. Jesus plus my style of music is favor and blessing. And another way of saying that is if you do this and you do these things, then God will love you more. And we're just making the same mistake that the Galatians were making, and we're trying to add something to Jesus. And we don't need to add anything to Jesus.